friends, Tuxx here. I recently had a question on one of my videos featuring the Sony NWA306, and they were wondering what's the best way, or what is a way you can get into getting, ripping your own vinyl to actually put on, MP3 players. And vinyl, no doubt, is on a comeback. People are buying vinyl. You can go to stores like Target and Walmart, and they actually have a pretty darn big vinyl section, and that's because vinyl is awesome. I have loved vinyl for years, and there is no doubt that vinyl is a great way, a great format for listening to music. And now the new current generation is discovering this as well, and maybe you're someone who's just being introduced to vinyl for the first time, or maybe you're someone who has a vinyl collection and you thought you'd never play those old records again. But no, now they're making a comeback and you want to. But now it's like, well, what do I do? I mean, not everyone even has a stereo in their house anymore. And this is a great place to start, okay? This is available on Amazon, and I will have a link for you right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price, okay? But this is a great little turntable. It's compact. It's everything you need in a box to get started. And this could also make a great gift for someone if you're wanting to introduce the love, the joy of record collecting and music to someone who's a little younger, who just wants to get their first record player. This is not only a great way for adults to rip music, but a great way to actually introduce someone new to music too. So heck, I'd say buy one for yourself and buy one for someone you love. Never too early to start shopping for gifts. So this is how it comes in a very giftable box. As you can see, we have a beautiful picture of a record being played here and kind of a little look at how the system works. This is a stereo system, which both has a headphone jack, which is super convenient for listening to music, in your room, that kind of thing. But it also has an RCA out. It has outputs, so you could actually put this into another device or a computer for ripping music, okay? And I may do a separate video on that down the road, but for this video, I just want to introduce you to this wonderful product, okay? But we'll talk more about ripping in just a little bit, okay? So you can see this very cool. There is a barcode right here, but again, the link for this will be right below for you. It does come in several different color options here. As you can see, this particular one is brown, so very cool classic brown. I'm loving the graphics all the way around, so this is very giftable. We have the record player, we got some little bar action going up there, so very good. Listen to some music, chill out, relax, and of course listen to your favorite vinyl, which is a preferred method for listening to music. I don't know if you know this or not, or you get this, but what happened is when CDs came out, people flocked to them because they're small and cute or whatever. But actually, when you take music and convert it to zeros at once, you lose a little something. You really do. And the little something is kind of a warm flavor, a warm sound field, which you get from vinyl, okay? And that's why people are coming back to vinyl, because people are looking for the best quality ways of listening to music. And vinyl really kind of had that mastered. It's far superior to cassettes in my opinion, and it definitely has a better sound than CDs or compressed audio, okay? But we'll keep this video kind of just about the record player. I could talk forever about different music formats, but just know this is a great way to go, okay? When we open this up here, we are greeted to a little book here, like the little instruction book. Let's check this out. Okay, this is model UD001 U Dreamer, and this is a turntable system user manual, okay? So they do have a web address there for you. It has all the safety instructions you need. I'm not going to read every page here, but a few highlights. This is a belt-driven system, okay, with 2-inch speakers. This is 3-watt speakers, okay? And what makes this really high tech is that, unlike the old record players of yesteryear, okay, it's Bluetooth. It has Bluetooth input, so freely listening to iPhone via Bluetooth, okay, which is great. So this will support a Bluetooth input, okay, and not support Bluetooth output. So just know that the Bluetooth is meant for sending things into the system, not necessarily sending things out. But there is ways of getting music out of it too, okay? This has a 4 USB input. You can transfer music from other devices on USB and play it on the turntable. So you could actually play your favorite records on here, but you could also plug in things, via USB. And we'll talk more about that as we show you the player, okay? And then, to me, one of of the most important features of this great little record player is it has RCA line out, okay? And this allows you to convert your own actual, music from this player to be played on another device. And that other device could be a big amplifier, big speakers, another stereo system you have. It could be a computer. It could be, a lot of different ways you could take this music from one device, and with the RCA outs included in here, you could actually put it onto another device, including ripping your own mp3s, okay? So something to think about, okay? So very, very cool. And basically, if you have questions about what is RCA cables or whatever, please let me know in the comments and I can go into a much more detailed explanation. But just know that it's very cool that you have that output as an option for you. And actually on turntables in particular, if you just have like a turntable out, like on an old turntable, like even like a 1200 or something, oftentimes there's this magnetic out, like on old amplifiers, they would have a separate RCA just for turntables because it was slightly different than normal outputs on like a cassette player or something else. But we'll save that for later. But just know right now that it has headphones out, so you can listen on headphones, or you have those fantastic RCA outputs, which are very useful to people, okay? All right, continuing on. Looking at this, it basically has auxiliary input. It has 3 speeds. So this is pretty cool, actually. It's got 33, okay, which is the normal speed for like a big album. It has 45 RPMs, okay? And then it even has 78, okay? So 78s for records which are probably older, like maybe your grandparents or something. They don't really make 78s anymore, but it's really cool. It gives you the option of listening to classic vinyl 78s on this particular record player. So kudos to them for doing that. Included in the package here, you got your turntable, user manual, and a DC power adapter. So very good stuff. And of course, email addresses and website addresses for any questions. So very cool stuff. It does have a warranty as well, which is really nice. Within 1 month from date of purchase, if you have any problems, they'll take care of you. And again, you can reach out to them. But it's cool they actually have a warranty on it, which is very, very nice. Little pictures explaining the tone arm, 45 adapter, everything else, a little dust cover, a stylus, everything you need together. And it's really cool. Like this is, again, a all-in-one package where, like, if you buy a turntable, some turntables might require you to buy a whole separate, like, a needle, like this it calls the head, DJs calls like the head on a turntable arm, where you might need to get your own cartridge to go in there and your own stylus and everything else. But this is, again, everything you need all in one, which is very cool, okay? Right here is the power adapter. You can see it has a very small power adapter. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is a regular power that goes in the wall, or a power strip. I'm sure you've seen those before. And then, of course, the little plug that goes into the record player. So very cool stuff. We'll put that to the side for right now. And let's go ahead and check out this record player. Let me go ahead and take off the thing. Ooh, okay, look at that, guys. I'm getting excited here. We got to see some inputs and stuff. Let me go ahead and pull this out. I'll try and do this gracefully. It's packed very nicely, so that's very good. So nice and secure foam. It's going to come to you in one piece. They care about the packing, which is really important for electronics. So kudos to them for their fantastic packing. Let me go ahead and pull this out here and pull off the little cover. This is really well wrapped, which is cool. Wow, look at that. This is beautiful, guys. This is a nice little record player. Not too big, it'll fit on a shelf nice. Very cool stuff. Okay, so right here we'll go ahead and peel off. It's got protective film here, so we're gonna peel off the film here to give you a really good look at this. There we go. Wow, that is slick looking, guys. Loving the clear plastic on here. Looking very, very cool. This lifts right up, as you can see, so you can just pull it up like that. It's got little hinges so you can set it at different angles. And here's the turntable. This is kind of all one piece. Now, you might be wondering, what is this crazy little thing in here? What this is a 45 adapter. Now, 45 RPMs, or singles, as you call them back in the day, would have a bigger hole, okay? So they would have, you need like an adapter, and it's cool they actually include that. Let me get like a little something to pull that out. The 45 adapter. So this just pulls out like that. It's like a little piece of plastic, and that just kind of goes just like that. And then you put the 45 RPM, the single, right there. So very cool. It includes that. Not all of them include that. It's like a little $5 value. So very cool. We'll put that back in its place here. And I'm definitely digging my first impression. I'm loving the wood tone of this. It looks really sharp, guys. Like, this looks fantastic. Loving, this is like a fabric speaker here. So this is like wood tone. And then here we have kind of a nice fabric speaker so the sound can travel through the stereo speakers. Very cool. We have a power button. It does have a nice feel to it. It feels nice and tight. A little click there. We can turn it on and turn it off. And then here we have the headphones. Looks like there's LCD light. We'll check that out more in a moment. Let me go ahead and shut this. I don't want to lose any parts. Loving the way the plastic, that it has kind of like little curves in here, like a record. Looks very cool. I'm definitely digging that. We'll spin it around here. You can see wood all the way around. Very cool. And on the back here, check it out. This is like cool stuff. This has, okay, so right here we have the auxiliary in, so you can actually plug in a 3.5 millimeter plug. So this could be perhaps from a phone or an iPod or even a kind of like MP3 player, maybe even something like the new Sony MP3 player. You can actually just plug this directly into here with the actual included 3.5. So pretty much anything, any device here that would have like a little 3.5, like right there, a little headphone jack that just plugs right in there. So very cool that they can actually connect. I'm loving that. And then right here we have the USB, so you can take a USB stick of your favorite music and just kind of plug it in just like that. And then here's those RCA outs. This is like the most important part here. You can take the music from this turntable and take this and take it to another device. Take it to another stereo or a computer or a different place where you can rip the music onto an MP3 or a music file for yourself. And you can rip in really high quality bit rates, which will sound better than even like MP3s you can buy on Amazon or iTunes or whatever. So very cool. And you can have your own like format choice. It could be, you know, MP3, which is kind of the basic music file, or you can use like FLAC or a more high quality audio file. And so it's great this can actually do that for you. So it could actually save you a lot of money, because instead of buying MP3s, you can actually rip your own with this output connected to another device. Okay, so more on that in a future video, but it's fantastic. I love the fact that it's on there. The base is wood, even on the bottom. It has a nice little wood tone to it, so very, very cool. And little rubbery feet here, so that'll keep it nice and secure for little rubber feet. So very good stuff. Okay, now YouTube doesn't allow me to play copyrighted music on YouTube. Obviously, you'll get a strike and demonetized or whatever, so I have to be very careful about this part. So I can't really play music for you, but I want to show you kind of the process of how that works. So to play a record, all you have to do is lift this up here like that, and it does have like a little safety here on the arm. Okay, but first we want to remove this like little cartridge cover. Okay, so we're going to pull this off here very carefully. So this is just like a little cover. You could probably save this and put this back on the needle, but it's great that it actually includes the needle, because sometimes to actually buy a needle for a record player, it could be 35 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. It can cost a lot more even, you know, so it's cool they actually include the needle. This is everything you need to actually play some records. So you just release the arm here, this kind of clicks over, and now you can see you can actually move this over, and when you move this over it starts spinning, as you can see. Okay, and over here there is a selection for speeds like 33, all that good stuff, so you can actually change the speeds with this little button right here. Okay, so very cool stuff. And then let's go ahead, and there is a blue light here too when it is powered on. Here's a photo of it. It kind of flashes blue. It's a little hard to see with the studio lighting, but there's a little blue light flashing right there for you. Now I have a record here, just a random record we'll put on here just to show you what this looks like with the record on. So this is a little larger than the actual unit itself. That's part of the thing of having it be a compact one, but it is made where you can actually shut this, and you can see the record actually spins freely with the cover on it, which is nice because it kind of protects the record, if you will, you know, while you're playing it. And if you want to play a record, all you have to do, we'll turn this on just a little bit here, make sure we got power to it, and then we'll just put this over somewhere, kind of like in the middle or something. We'll just pop this in here, and there you go. Of course, I can't play too much music here because of copyright strikes. So as you can see, that's kind of how it goes. So you have it on there, and then you can turn the volume down. It actually turns green here when you actually are playing a record too. So it's kind of in use. Blue is kind of like the non-spinning, non-record playing color, and then green here is a color when it's actually playing a record. All right, of course, I can't play music in the video because of copyrights, but I have to say this is louder than I expected, actually. This does crank up really nicely, so definitely you hear the power in the speakers. These are probably like low ohm speakers, because when you crank that up, you can hear it. It's nice and loud, guys, for being a little contained record player. So very cool stuff, guys. If you have any questions about this beautiful player, let me know in the comments below, or shoot me an email at tuxtoys@gmail.com. But there's a lot to love here. It's a really great package. Okay, to recap, this is a QBZ Tech record player, the U Dreamer. This is available on Amazon, and I will have a link for this right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price. But again, this is a great little player. It has everything you need. It's got built-in speakers. It's got a headphone jack. It has the stylus included. The 45 adapter included. Everything you need to play 33s, 45s, and 78s. Has a nice little cover. Definitely loving the crystal clear plastic on it. And really, what really blows me away the most, though, is this great little panel back here, because this panel has so much to offer. It has USB, it has auxiliary in, which is a 3.5 auxiliary in, so you can easily plug in the latest MP3 players into it. Very cool. And most importantly, guys, it's got RCA out. So if you want, theoretically, you could easily rip music, pick your vinyl records you have, rip nice MP3s or lossless music files, HD music files, whatever you want on your computer or other device. So very cool it has that. This is a great way of introducing someone to music. You might just be making a music fan for life, by giving this as a gift to someone. And for you people like me who enjoyed vinyl back in the day, but maybe don't have room for a big stereo or whatever, it's a great way of having access, being able to play your vinyl collection. So it's really wonderful that this includes everything you need to get yourself or someone you love into vinyl. It's great that it has, the needle included. It plays all sorts of formats. And of course, it has a modern twist where not only can you plug a headphones into it, perhaps some new style headphones like the Sony, latest edition noise canceling headphones, you can plug modern things into this record player to get the most out of vinyl, And of course, vinyl is a superior format to many other music formats. So very, very cool. Love the RCA outs. That's so cool. USB ins, 3.5 ins, headphones out, just everything. Little 45 adapters, everything you need to make a great little, gift to someone or a gift to yourself for enjoying vinyl, okay? If you guys have any question about this, please let me know in the comments below. I may do a future video, actually, about ripping in particular, but for this video, I just wanted to show off this great little U Dreamer record player. People have asked me, hey, Tuxx, how can I get into vinyl? How can I get into ripping vinyl for modern MP3 players, high-definition music players? And this is how you do it, guys. You can get a nice little record player like this, everything you need in one package, not super expensive. I'll have the best price for you right below in the Amazon link. Click that Amazon link, and you'll see that you can actually get introduced to vinyl relatively inexpensively. It's actually a really good deal, okay? So anyway, guys, check it out. Buy one for yourself. Buy one as a gift for someone. Think of, you can make a lifelong music fan by giving them a gift of a record player, One of my earliest memories, I used to collect records as a little kid, and I still remember that to this day. And you could do that for someone else. It's really fun to collect and listen and enjoy music on vinyl, okay? All right, friends, I'll get off my soapbox. Have a good one. Any questions, reach out to me. And of course, click that link. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Click the link.